students, let's continue with your word part. In your previous class, I have told you to do practical. I hope you all are doing the practicals, because without practicals you cannot learn all these things, students. So practical is very important. So today we are going to start the next topic of word, that is how you can format your document. You know how to type, how to apply different kind of like cut, copy and paste feature, how to save, how to open. Now what you are going to learn, how to format. Format means making your text beautiful. If one is having bad handwriting and other one is having good handwriting, the difference could only be seen when you are writing with your hand. But when you are doing that same work on the computer, all can have the same type of formatting, all can have the same type of writing style. So in formatting a document, with three types we can format, that is character formatting, paragraph formatting and page formatting. Character formatting means where you can have different kind of font effects, like you can give it Arial, Times New Roman, Calibri, so many different type of effects you can give. Then you have superscript and subscript when you are using like your chemistry formulas or maths formula. When you want to write, at that time you can use this. Format painter, simply copying all the editing which you have applied to one text, that same type of editing you want to apply to another text, that you can do with the help of painter. Then next you have paragraph fonting, which you can formatting. Paragraph formatting means which you can apply to a chunk of information. Chunk of information, when you have lengthy paragraph, at that time how you can apply it. Then you have margins. Margins, the way you have in your copies, that margin if you want to apply in your paragraph. Text alignment, if you want to apply it horizontally, vertically, from left hand side, right hand side. If you want to make it little bit indent. Indent means basically when you are giving some space for the text to be written, that you can do indent. Line spacing means where you can give lines, many lines, like if you want after writing one line, you want to leave some space between the lines, that you want to have, that you can have with the line spacing. Then you have spelling and grammar option, with the help of which whatever the words or whatever the text you are writing, paragraph you are writing, you want to check its spelling as well as its grammar, that you can do with the help of this spelling and grammar. Special type of symbols if you want to insert, that also you can insert in your paragraph. Like in mathematics you need theta, or you want degree sign. So these kind of different symbols if you want to enter, if you want to use, how you can use that. So now all these things. Last is your page formatting, that we will do in your next class. Now all these things we are going to do practically. So let's start with the practical part, students. First we need to click on the start button, then type Word. You will get your Microsoft Word. Click here. Your Word file will open. Now here you need to type something so that you can apply the formatting on that text. So let's type the text first. So here you can see that I have typed the text. Now I am going to apply different type of formatting on it. As I told you, that first type of formatting is character formatting. Character formatting you can directly use from the keyboard, or with the help of home tab. You can see here you have your home tab, or with the help of keyboard. There are many shortcut keys with the help of which you can do. So first we are going to change the font. You can see here we have the font. Whatever the font, right now you can see there are different kinds of font. Whatever the fonts you want to select, you can select from here. This is your font. Times New Roman is already selected. You want to change it Arial black. Remember students, wherever your cursor is, that particular font is going to change. If you want to apply that it should have in a whole line or in a whole paragraph, in that case you need to select it. Otherwise, wherever your cursor is, that is going to be changed. So this is how you can change your font face. Face means whatever the kind of style of writing you want, that you can have. Then if you want to change its color, right now it is in black color. Could you see this? It is in black color. Now you want to change its color. So again you need to select, and after that just from this A icon, just select the color. Whatever the color you are going to select, your writing, the paragraph, that particular color is going to apply on it. So this is your font effect. Next is font case. If you want to use different kind of font means here you can see different type of font cases are given. Case means whether it is in capital letters, whether it is in sentence case, whether it is in small letters, what type of case it is, that I'll tell. See, here you can see 5 types are given: sentence case, lower case, upper case, capitalize each word, toggle case. Now what is the difference between all these cases that we are going to do? First you need to select the paragraph, just see how it is looking right now, and after applying the changes how it will look. Come to this option. First I'll use sentence case. In sentence case, first letter will be small, the way you are writing any sentence, and rest other will be in small letters. So right now I'm making this W as small so that you can see the difference. Select the text and then select the sentence case. See, this W will automatically be capital, because in sentence, whenever we are beginning writing, at that time first letter of the word should be capital. Next one is lowercase. Again you need to select, then okay, I'll apply this lowercase here on this computer application because each and every letter is written in capital, and what I want that it should have everything in small letters. So just select C. Now everything is in small letters. Similarly, if you want in capital letters, just select the uppercase. Now everything will be in capital letters. Now next, if you want capitalize each word capitalize means, now here you can see only W is capital because we have used sentence case where only the first letter of the sentence will be in capital. Okay. Now if you want to have capitalize each word, like this W will also capital, the T will be capital, HTML is already in capital letter, C will be in capital, then T, then G, like this. Select and then choose the capitalize each word. Now you can see the difference. Remember, whatever the text you are going to select, according to that only it is going to work. After that, toggle case. This last option is toggle case. Toggle case, it is going to reverse the process. Reverse the process means if it is in capital, then it will be in small. If it is in small, then it will be in capital. Now here you can see W is in capital, but RIT is in small. So it will change the case. Just select the text and then select the option C. So it will only reverse the process, nothing more than that. So that is your toggle case. Next is, now let's start with the next effect, that is subscript and superscript. Subscript you can see here. Here you can see this 10 is written in the normal one. Right? Now if you want to change its, how you can change it, I want this 10, how it is written in small, in the normal text. I want to make it in super. Super means it should go above the normal text. Select it, and from here, could you see these options? These two options. This is superscript and this is subscript. Just select it. See, now it is above the below text. If I'll choose this option, it will below the normal text. This subscript we are using when we are writing H2O, your chemistry formulas, and this superscript we are using when we are writing your mathematical formulas, that is x square plus y square plus 2xy. Okay, so these particular options we are using in mathematics and in your science subject. Now next comes to the another option. Now all these things all together, if you want, as I told you, that you can simply do it on the computer with the help of different kind of shortcut keys as well. Could you see this bold, italic, underline, whatever the things you want. If you want to make it bold, if you want to make it italic, if you want to use the underline, all these things you can use it from here. Or the same thing, if you want to use it with the keyboard, you can do it. How you could do it? Keyboard combination of bold is Control plus B. Keyboard combination of italics is Control plus I. Keyboard combination of underline is Control plus U. So from here also you can do, from with the help of mouse also you can do, or if you want to select it from the dialog box. Dialog box means this is your font dialog box. All the option which we did now, we have all these options here. We can different kind of color, even the color of that underline also we can choose from here. Superscript, subscript, all type of options are available here. So same type of formatting we can apply by the 3 ways. Okay, now next is Format Painter. As I explained you, Format Painter is going to apply the same type of formatting in the another text. How it will do? Here you can see, in this you can see that you have brown color text and it is in the toggle case. I want to apply same type of formatting in this, the table should be in the center. How I'll do that? Just select first this one, the kind of formatting you want to choose. Then here you will find the Format Painter option. Just select it and then come to the text where you want to apply it. You can see your icon has been changed to the shape of paintbrush. Now just apply it. Could you see it is changed now? So this is the way how Format Painter is working. It is used to copy the formatting effects to the piece of information where you want to apply it. Next type of formatting, let's begin with the paragraph formatting. Now here we are formatting only the simple line. If you want to format the paragraph, how you could do it? First option which we are going to do, that is margins. Margin is, could you see this distance? This distance from this page to this W. This particular distance is called margins. Distance between the written text and the edge of the paper is called margin. You have margin at all the 4 sides. Left hand side, then right hand side, top, and similarly on the bottom. Right? Now you could see, even if you want to increase or decrease from here, you can change this margin. Could you see this? And this you can change for, just select it and just change it. Okay, so this is your margin. Next one is the text alignment. Now what is text alignment? Text alignment basically helps you to align your text. Align means you want to align your text horizontally or vertically. How you could do that? 2 categories are there, basically horizontal and vertical alignment. Right now you can see the way when you are writing, we are writing horizontally. From left to right we start and we are writing horizontally. So this is our horizontal. Vertical means it is going to write like in this way. In that way we never write. Now next, see in horizontal text alignment how we can align. Could you see these 4 options? Left align, center align, and then we have right align, and this is your justify. Now what all these 4 are? Left align means first select the text and then choose this left alignment. Now see the changes. This is your left, make it center. Could you see the changes? Then make it in right, that is right hand side, and this is your justify. Justify means which is going to align your text in both the ways. Left will align only left hand side, right will align to the right hand side, and center will align to the center. Whereas justify is going to align it from both the sides, that is left and right. Okay students, so this is your different type of horizontal alignment. Now next let's learn the vertical text alignment. Let's come to the vertical text alignment. For this you need to select this page layout option, then come to this page setup. Here you can see at the corner small arrow is given. Just click here, you will get the dialog box. Here you will get 3 tabs: margin, paper and layout. You have to come to the layout option. Here you can see vertical alignment. Could you see this vertical alignment? Okay, just have your center. First you need to select the text. We have not selected any text. I'll select this first 2 lines, then page layout, then page setup, and then alignment. Whatever the type of alignment that you can have from here, and then apply this alignment. Here you can see apply to whole document or to the selected text. That is up to you. I will choose the selected text and then click on OK. Now see how it is aligned. Because this is vertical alignment, that's why it is occupying your whole page. Could you see this? Now it is occupied in the whole page. Okay, so this is how you can have vertical alignment in your document. Next is indent and tabs. Now what is this indent and tab? Indent is basically this space which you have used, this space, the space between margins and this page. This is your indent. Okay, then next is your tab key. Tab key, you all know about tab key. Tab key is basically just take your word ½ inch away. So this you are writing on your computer. You have this tab key. In my laptop it is not written, but maybe in your computer it is written tab key. Just press this key and your text will move further. See, the distance will be more when you are using this tab key. When you are pressing the space, only this much distance, but when you are pressing the tab key, distance will be at least ½ inch away from the left hand side towards right. Remember this. Now if you want to increase or decrease, that you can do from here. This is your increase indent or decrease indent. This is decrease and this is increase. That also from here also you can increase or you can decrease. See how it is working, that you can do. Okay, now next option which you have in the page layout for the indent only, again you have to come this page layout option, select the page. You have to use paragraph option. This is your paragraph option. Again select the dialog box from the corner of the box, and then here you have indent and spacing. Here you can see you have left, right, all these type of alignments you can have. Justified left center, which you can select from there also, from the standard toolbar, or from here also, that is up to you. But here you can see that you have this left, right, special and by indent. Whatever the number, students, here preview is given, just look at it. Whatever the changes I am going to make, that will appear in the preview. You can increase. See, the space is increasing and decreasing from the left hand side. Now I'll do it from the right hand side. That also you can see from the right hand side. See, the text is congested now. Special indent, it will show you the first line hanging. See, first line and hanging option. Okay, What first line and hanging option is doing? It is only particular point or particular idea only it is going to do, whereas by indent is going to deal with the particular point. This is your particular point. Could you see? Only particular point is changing. Only that particular word is going to be changed. Okay. So this is your page layout option, with the help of which you can have all these kind of options. The tab option, which I told you through the keyboard, even if you want to have it with the help of your mouse, you can have. Here you can see in the left corner bottom you have this tabs option. Whatever the tab position, what I told you, that you can have ½ inch away. If you want to increase it, or any particular position, particular alignment if you want, particular leader if you want, that also you can have from here. That same option you can use from here also. Okay, then next is line spacing. Now what is line spacing, and from where you can get it? Simply line spacing you can get from this paragraph option only. Select the paragraph option, then line and page breaks. Even this option you will get from here as well. Home, from this paragraph group, in the home tab, and then this paragraph dialog box will appear. Then come to this indent and spacing. Here you can see the line spacing. Could you see this? Single, 1.5, double, at least, exactly, multiple. First you need to select where you want to apply it. Okay, just select the text and then again come to this paragraph, and here you have line spacing 1.5. Okay, see it is changed. If you will choose the double, again it is going to be changed. So according to your own convenience you can choose. 5 type of line spacing is given, that you can choose according to your own. Next is spelling and grammar option. How you can use the spelling and grammar option? That is very easy, students. Here you can see wherever this red line is coming, that means there is some mistake. First I'll just correct its case. I'll make it sentence case. See, earlier it was coming of red color, because whenever we are writing anything it should be in the correct order. See how you can check your spelling and options. I am just writing the wrong spelling of the. See, this red line is coming. That means it will suggest me the correct spelling. Similarly, if green line is coming, that means there is problem in your grammar. That also you can simply check by just right clicking on the text wherever using. Like if here I'll use off, or any other option if I'll choose that is not correct, it is going to show you the correct grammar option. Next option is Thresher's option. Thresher options is basically gives you the synonyms or antonyms of the particular word. If you want to find the synonyms or antonym, just select the word and this is your Thresher option. From here you can get the Thresher. Thresher means, see, whatever the things, if you want to change the sentence, everything according to the grammar it is given, but it is given according to the UK grammar. So this is your Thresher option. Then next is symbols option. Symbol option, as I explain you, if you want to insert special type of symbols, how you can get that? It's very easy, student. Just come to your insert option, insert tab. This is your insert tab, just beside the home tab. Here you can see the symbol option. Just click on the symbol. Here you can see different kind of symbols are given, which you are not easily getting on your keyboard. Here more symbol option is also given. Different kind of symbols are given, with the help of which just you need to select and you can insert that particular symbol. See, this sign is inserted. So this is your symbol option. In your next class, we will start with your page formatting options.